Welcome, it's me again, Tom Owens with MMA Fight Pass, and we're here for another episode of Inside the Dojo. Got a real treat for you tonight. We're here at Fit Republic, Get Fit Republic, home of Vitruvian martial arts, with a good friend of mine, one of my training partners, a coach of mine, and a mentor, Marc DeLaCruz. And follow me, and we're gonna meet Marc. It's a beautiful day for Jiu-Jitsu, guys. Beautiful day to be alive. Breathe in, breathe out. If you can do that, that means you're still alive.
What's up, Tom?
What's up, my brother? How you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Doing great. Guys, this is Marc DeLaCruz. Check it out, he's a little bit taller than me.
Yeah, right.
Marc DeLaCruz, owner, head coach at Vitruvian Martial Arts. Thanks for having us in today.
Yeah,
Really
I just stopped here at the salad shop. We got awesome salads in here. They sponsor some of our fighters and stuff, so just thought I'd give them a shout out.
What's the deal with the salad shop?
They're new,
Organic?
new business. Yeah, that great, just full selection of greens and stuff like that. Healthy eating for our guys. So after their training and stuff.
So is this a part of the gym?
No, it's not part of the job. They're just kind of like a sponsor, and we help them out. They help us out. So,
Okay.
You guys ready to go? Head over.
Let's hit it, man.
Let's go.
Guys, this show is all about the journey of Jiu-Jitsu now. Come on in, guys. Get the grand tour. Come this way first. You can talk, guys. What are you guys doing?
Hey, how are you? You guys, hi.
So what do we got right here?
These are massage pads. You just pan in there real quick.
Hydro massage.
Yeah, so that's a really good tool for people like get some massage after their hard training, if they're sore, come in here and get kind of warmed up with it. So like really warm water that's sitting in your body.
Nice.
It's kind of nice.
Try that out.
Ordinary. All the members, they get all the free weights, access.
So members of the dojo get to come out here and play.
Yeah, if you're a member of our martial arts, you automatically get access to the free weights and all the cardio.
Very nice.
Never start class here, so get them
Get on there. Alright, so here we are, guys, inside Vitruvian Martial Arts. As you see, you got the gym out there, and you got the dojo. We got top-notch Muay Thai training over here, and we got an awesome little spot to roll here. This is a Camarillo Jiu-Jitsu affiliate. Marc's a black belt under Dan Camarillo, and yeah, this is part of the Camarillo family. Come on, brother. Here you go. Good, man.
Alright, 16.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here live with the Dream.
Whoa,
That was this guy's nickname, dude, in the MMA scene, the Dream.
There you go.
Nah, but on the reels, man. Marc, you're a true gentleman, bro. You're a true gentleman. Everybody here, you got a really good thing going here, dude. I'm proud of you just as a friend, you know what I mean? But I'm sure Dan Camarillo, I'm sure he's really proud of you too. And I know how it works with, a lot of times people don't stick around, people don't stick with it, and people fly around and move around. But you're a real loyal dude. You've been loyal to Jiu-Jitsu and loyal to the sport. And I can tell by your students, man, like, kids are really good, dude. I'm really impressed.
Yeah, a lot of the kids that we've had here in the past, like, and the ones that we have here now, it's like Jiu-Jitsu is not the main thing. It's not they're out there playing football and doing baseball, and so they give you these timelines. It's like, well, they're not all doing jiu-jitsu. They're doing other sports. They take months off at a time. So,
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, so it's but we've had people come in and be super competitive and stay. And, usually it's mostly the adults though. We don't get a lot of kids that stay for long periods of time. So when we do have someone that's been training with us for a long time, we don't want them to get burnt out. So we encourage them to go and play other sports and stuff too.
I noticed here at your gym, I see it at a lot of gyms, but it's a growing trend. Like we were just talking about it with James. Fathers and sons and moms and husbands train jiu-jitsu together. I think it's so cool, man, because I remember growing up, and it just seems like a lot of dads, they try to find that connection with their sons or their daughters. And you know what I mean? It doesn't always work out until sometimes later on in life. Yeah. But you got a good connection. Your wife and your son do it, and you have several family members here that train together. Talk about that a little bit. Talk about some of the benefits of that. Just families training in jiu-jitsu together. I know it sounds crazy to some people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For individual people, it's like an outlet for a lot of people, and to get away from their everyday lives. And then what ends up happening is you have a son training jiu-jitsu or a daughter training jiu-jitsu, and then the parent comes in and they're watching, and then they see the adults doing it, and they're like, hey, I can try it. So they come in and they try it. Sometimes it takes a month. Sometimes I've seen.
You can see it though, huh?
You can see it
You
develop.
see that itch in their eye?
Yeah, because they're they know they're starting to learn the moves, a lot of the moves and stuff. They know the basics just from watching. And eventually, they start to come in and train. And once they train, they're like, "Why didn't I do this a year ago? Why didn't I do this 6 months ago? What was I waiting for?" It takes a while for people to get past that hurdle. It can be a little intimidating for a lot of people when they step into it.
Super intimidating for a lot of people. Yeah. I mean, I know most people that ask me about training, they'll usually, it seems like the parent will put their kid, the parent's usually the one that really wants to train, but they'll throw their kid in there, you know what I mean, first, and then, they'll sit around and watch it, and Ness is a good example,
Ness's son was training jiu-jitsu first.
She was training first.
She would watch intently, and then he went and did a competition, and she was watching. After her son had competed and I was competing, between competitions, she was watching some female purple belts. And she's like, I wish that could be me one day. And I said, why can't it be you one day? And 5 years later, here she is, brown belt, from white to brown.
That's the one that just tapped me out with one arm tucked in her belt. Hey, and I know I've already gotten a lot of questions because I'm every gym I go to, I'm rolling around. I'm just flow rolling, but it wouldn't matter. If I was really going I'm being honest. If I was truly going my hardest against Ness, she would tap me out. I got no problem saying that. And I get tapped out by a lot of people. It's part of the journey, and I love it, man. I love being able to come around and do this. And a lot of people probably wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? They wouldn't want to put themselves on the line, but it's important, right? To go out, to go to new places, and it doesn't matter what rank you are in jiu-jitsu. Some people, I think when they get to the black belt, even when I first got it, I kind of just set off. I got the black belt and kind of just went off to the side and quit for a little bit there. And like I was saying earlier, I think it really is just the beginning, man. It's a lifelong journey, no matter how you look at it. And you got to be willing to go out there and get tapped out. It's just part of the deal, right?
Absolutely. It's common thing you hear is it's a marathon, not a sprint. So it is important to keep growing and keep learning. If you're not actively trying to learn new techniques and develop new games, it's like you kind of lose the inspiration.
A little bit.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Well, man, it's been good, bro. We want to come back to your school again. We'll be traveling around and coming back. Hopefully we'll be able to come back again soon. And what's coming up next for you, man? Is there any sponsors, anybody you'd like to thank? What we got the channel open right here?
There's
any shout outs you'd like to give?
Yeah, sure. There's some of the neighboring gyms around that Fresno Gym, Halo. They're pretty cool. They have people come over for open mat. They always Angel is really very open with his school. Let us come out there and train. Chinginia, his black belt was one of my first black belt as well. I was under him, and when he was with Gracie Baja back in the day. And then OKG Farron, he's got a gym neighboring, and he's we inducted him into our Muay Thai program, and he's kind of helped.
Kickboxing.
She's helping us with our Muay Thai program now, and
that's good.
And then Also some of the, you know, of course, Dan, my black belt, Dan Camarillo in Bakersfield. He's super nice guy, very generous, and very understanding. I remember the first time I rolled with him, he popped my knee.
Yeah.
So I went for an ankle, and but just to show, like, you know, yeah, I was hurt, but it's something not something I couldn't recover from.
It's probably just your fault for
but
not tapping.
yeah, you know, he was a little. I went fast and he went faster. So, and I remember he told me, like, hey, you know, come on, I'll go buy you some tacos and a beer. I said, okay. As I limped off the mat, you know.
You're like, we're good.
But, yeah, we're good. But you know, we developed a really good relationship, and I'm really glad that that we're under Camarillo for the last 4 or 5 years now. So.
Yeah,
then,
Dan is really cool, man. Super gentleman right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Jacob Jeff, you know, he doesn't like to let people know, but he sponsors people without posting it out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He helps
Jacob
out.
Jeff is the man.
He's been helping some of our
or the man, as they say.
some of our competitors and stuff. You know, no one ever says his name because I don't know if he doesn't want anyone to know or whatever, but. You know,
He's like that mafioso that no one says the name.
He's like that mafia that's sponsored.
Yeah. Jacob
but
Jeff is behind the scenes with the Tachi Palace. I'm sure most of you guys know him, but
Yeah,
super good guy. He backs up all the fighters in the gyms.
Yeah, very
legit.
very supportive. You know,
Very legit, man.
Yeah, and next door neighbor here, Salad Shop. You know, they're really cool, nice. The guy that owns that is their family. They train here, and
This ain't no regular salad, right? No, I seen it. I seen what they were serving up there. Looked pretty good.
yeah, oh yeah, man, they got good stuff over there.
But it's not
yeah,
no regular
that's
iceberg salad with just some chopped tomatoes on there.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, right. We're talking the organic greens with all the drizzlings and
Oh yeah, you
those
got
sprinkles
everything
on
over
top.
there. That's right.
Probably even get some little nuts crunched up on there if you want.
Yeah.
How about a ribeye?
They got some salmon and tri-tip.
Oh, damn.
And chicken. that you
See?
can chop, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just a
But
salad shop.
anyhow, I want to give you a shout out for letting me lure you back into martial arts.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
'cause I know I've seen you on the street.
It is the truth, man. I kind of like to put that story out there because, hey, when I went through, when I met this guy, I mean, I was hardcore into jiu-jitsu. I mean, I was into jiu-jitsu probably more than most people that I've ever met for a good 12-year stint. And then when I closed my school down and I quit fighting in the cage and I quit competing in jiu-jitsu, and I pursued ultra running, but man, in the back of my head for these 4 years, like, it was just haunting me. Like, jiu-jitsu was literally just haunting me, like, and I just kept coming back to it, you know what I mean? And I don't know, it was like a love-hate relationship, and I just, as luck would have it, run into this guy one day on the street, and he pulled up to me and he was like, "Hey man, you need to get back on the mat." And it kind of sunk into me, and I told him, I said, "You know what, man? Here's my number. If you call me, I'll come on the mat." Okay, and I give him my number, and like as soon as he pulled off, I go, "Man, I hope he doesn't call me. I hope he doesn't call me," because I honestly, like, and I never had this ego before. I used to love going around and getting tapped out. I would go to just travel to schools just to get beat. Like, I mean, I would just wanted to learn and get beat. And as I took that 4 years off, like, I knew it was going to be some getting beat when I came back. Like, I knew I was going to be getting roughed up because you go off the mat for 4 years, you get rusty. And what happens? He calls me about a week later, and man, I had made that promise not only to him but to myself, and he lured me back in here. And this was the first place I came when I got back onto the mat, and I do thank you for that, brother. And because of that, I've been going around, and Archie and Chris Ronquillo, Archie the producer and Chris, you know, they got me back in with a lot of these old guys, you know, over at Elite. I'm going all around now. I'm training with all kinds of people. And man, dude, like, I can't thank you enough for that, bro. I really can't thank you enough for that.
Absolutely, man. It's my pleasure.
You've been a part of my journey, and as I know, I've been a part of your journey too. And man, just, you know, hopefully we have many more journeys to go, or make this journey as fun as possible. But it's good to be back on the mat for sure, man.
Cool, man. Thanks for coming.
Yep, thank you.
For coming, Archie.
For Trivia Martial Arts, guys, if you're on this side of town. Thanks for joining us. Awesome, Mark.
Yeah.
From here, the blade of my arm, which is the pinky side blade. Okay, I have to really sell the fact that I want to push him over. Okay, if they don't respond correctly, then I get the first escape. If he responds the way he's supposed to by adjusting, then I get my hook in. Okay, so here, push, walk away, Boom, there's my hook. I keep pushing the head, so I pull my arm out. Come up to my elbow. Start to turn, bring my knee up. Plant my hand to the mat. That's my wedge. Pull my head out. Now the back is exposed. I'll slide my knee in. Seatbelt position. Lay back to the side. Kick my leg through. Get a hook. Now I'm here. Now I can finish any choke I want. I'm already in a good position. You're gonna make a choke. Slide my collar. Okay. Good. Everybody understand?